The last value, actually, I'll illustrate this again with the activity. Everyone just cross your arms right now. Okay, I want you to just, with your arms crossed, be mindful of, are you a right arms out person, or left hand out person? Some of you are the elusive both hands out people. Then there's the both hands in, okay? Whatever your default cross arm is, now try to do the opposite. I can't. I don't have the ability, right? I love this activity because it shows us, first of all, even something as insignificant as crossing our arms, we have a default way, a comfortable way of doing it. And even something as insignificant as switching that up can be like, ooh, I feel that. That's awkward. That's uncomfortable. And yet, what's fascinating about this idea of leaning into tension is that it does mean that you've got to be okay with a little bit of discomfort. You've got to be okay sometimes to be able to say, gosh, Heather, I'm not seeing it that way. Let's talk about that. You've got to be okay with that. My favorite quote of the last 10 years was author Susan David. She says, discomfort is the price of admission to a meaningful life. If all we are all the time is living in our comfort zone, that's a red flag. So how do we get to the place where I'm not living uncomfortably, but I'm okay with a little short-term discomfort if it leads to long-term growth, gains, relationship? And the last C around that is courage, this value of courage. The value of courage, I'm not talking about Marvel superhero level courage. I'm talking about this concept of being able to choose courage over comfort. To actually recognize that, I'm going to have that conversation. I'm going to be open to opening that up for the conversation. I'm going to look at this tension rather than just needing for everything and everyone to be on my side. And, I would say as far as prompts around that last value, the most powerful word you can use to kind of be a courageous leader is minimizing the word but and using a lot more of the word and. It's really easy to respond, especially when you're feeling a bit of division and polarization with a quick but. But if you compare the person who uses the word and what's interesting about and is that and doesn't mean that I'm agreeing with you. It means I'm acknowledging your point of view. And I'm looking to build on it. And if you want to have these courageous conversations, that's the word we want to work off of.